Hi everyone, and welcome to our second videos on our series of videos on student success. My name is Eric for those who are joining today for the first time. And in our previous video, we spoke about how important it was for you to set up your goals, and first of all, for you to have your purpose clear. You have to be able to establish what is your purpose. What is the reason why you come to school every day? What is it that you're trying to achieve in coming to school every day? And once you have done that, you need to also make it clear what are some of the goals, because your why is your purpose, and how you achieve your why is by setting up goals, specific, measurable, achievable, smart goals, and time within a certain time frame. So today we're going to be looking at the second aspect that is very important in helping you achieve your why, and that is time management and prioritizing. So it is important that you manage your time wisely throughout this year, because how much time you spend on different activities throughout the year will determine whether you will be able to achieve the kind of goals that you set for yourself, or whether you ultimately achieve your why or your purpose in life. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind is that for you to be able to manage your time in a better way, you need to be proactive. That means you need to sit and plan and make sure that you allocate enough time for each subject or each activity that you're going to be uh, engaging with throughout the year. And the second thing that you need to do is you need to do your planning for every week. So this is not just something that you do once a year. It's something that you have to do consistently every week, and sometimes even every day, to make sure that you plan your activities so that when you add up all the planning, it helps you achieve your short-term goals, your medium-term, your mid-term goals, and your long-term goals. So if setting goals and finding your why is something that you're still wondering, what is this guy talking about? I would like you to watch our first video just to kind of give you a sense of what I'm talking about. So to carry on with the time management and prioritizing, you also need to set up your time in a way that it allows you to see, have I achieved each one of the goals, and have I given enough time to each one of the tasks that I had set myself to achieve this week, this month, or this semester. And the last thing that you need to know is you need to know how much time you have available and where you can find more time if you need to. So sometimes we plan, and remember, this is not something that you're just going to do once, like I said. So sometimes you plan and you realize that, okay, the way you planned before, it didn't work. You need to sit down again and to see, okay, where do I spend most of my time? What are the things that distract me? What are the things that take me off track and that prevent me from doing what I need to do when I need to do it? So to be able to manage your time properly, it is important for you to prioritize. So it is important for you to see, what is the most urgent thing? What is it that I need to do now? Or what is it that I need to do today? You can actually write a to-do list. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for today. And then what is important? Something can be important, but it's not urgent. So what is urgent? You do it right now. You do it today. What is important? It could be something that you need to do in 3 days' time. It could be something that you need to do in a week's time. And what is necessary? So you need to be able to sit down and ask yourself these questions. And the way to represent it is like it is shown in this slide, where you see you've got your red tasks, and these are things that need to be completed today. Your orange task, these are things that need to be done within 3 days or so. I'm going to give you an example in a moment just to make it much more clear for you. And the green tasks is for things that you need to have done, let's say within a week or within a month. So for example, if I have homework revision or home revision, like we saw last time, some of your short-term goals could be revising your maths or life science or accounting or whatever subject you're taking every time you have that subject. Let's say, for example, you had accounting today, and your your red task could be going home and revising your accounting subject after school. And then your orange could be, let's say, for example, the next time you have accounting is, if today is Wednesday, you're going to have accounting on Friday, and you have homework for accounting, or you have an activity, or you have an assignment or something that you need to hand in. That becomes your orange task. So you need to also write that down. And then let's say, for example, you have a test in about a week's time or 2 weeks' time, and you need to study for that test. That becomes your green task. Now, what you're going to do is, in your day, you're going to say, okay, how much time am I going to give to my red task? How much time do I need to give to my orange task? And how much time do I need to give to my green task in one day? Do I even need to do it today? Can I not do it tomorrow? So those are the questions that you need to sit down. Like I said in the first video, it's important for you to sit down, stop the video if you need to, and make sure that you write all those things down to make sure that it is very clear for you. So I'm going to share a table that is going to allow you to make the process of planning your time even much more easier. So we have this making a time budget. So this is basically, we're going to share the slides, like I said, so you can copy, paste this, or you can make your own in your diary or in your notebook or whatever paper you're using. So you can draw this, something similar to this, and write down on the first column all the things that you do in a week. So it's like from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, from Monday to Friday, you write all those things down. Once you have all that written down, now you need to say, okay, you need to do like a little experiment here. So you can say, okay, I'm starting on Monday. How much does class time take me? How much does studying and homework take me? How much do I often sleep? How much time does it take me to eat or to get ready for school? Or when, unfortunately, because of COVID, we might not have sports, but if we do have sports, how much time does it take me to go to sports? If I watch TV every day or once a week or twice a week, whatever, when I'm playing video games, how much time does it take me? Or when I'm spending time with my parents or my friends, and you write all that down. To travel from school to go back home, or from home to somewhere else. So you write all that down in this column where it says actual time. Now, the second thing you need to do is you need to then add up all the hours that you spent based on your observation. So you would go on Monday, when I woke up this time, this is how much time it took me. On Tuesday, at this time, on Wednesday, until Friday, or even until Sunday. Once that is done, you add up all those hours. Now, once you add up those hours, now you will also then need to say, okay, out of all the hours that I have added, how much time do I have left, like free time? You also add that on this column where it says remaining time. Now, these are the things you need to ask yourself after you've gotten those hours. In our example, this guy got 168 hours a week of doing all these activities that he needs to do or he or she needs to do. Now, you need then to ask yourself, what activities take up most of your time? What are the things that you spend most of the time on? And what are the things that, and are these things that you spend most of your time on in line with those goals that you set for yourself? And in the example that we took, it was getting you to have at least between 75 and 80% in maths. And for your case, it could be any subject. Now, is the time that are the activities that you spend most of your time contributing you to getting your 75 and above percent by the time this year is over, or maintaining your 75% for every semester or every trimester? That is the first question you need to ask yourself. Now, when you take it even a step higher, are these activities that you engage in helping you to fulfill your ultimate purpose in life or in your journey as a learner? Now, you need to ask yourself the third question is, what needs to change? What are some of the things that I spend so much time on that I need to cut down on so that I can take that time and allocate it to something that will help me achieve the goal that I want to achieve? Let's say, for example, you spend a lot of time on playing video games instead of completing your assignment, instead of doing research for that assignment that you have due in 2 weeks. So what do? How much time do I need to give to my video games so that I still have enough time to make sure that I do my research and I do what matters the most in terms of my studies? Now, once you've done that, you need to now go back to all those activities to this table here. Now, if these are the actual times that you observed and you wrote down, now what are some of your ideal or goal times? What this means is, so if, let's say, for example, on eating, instead of spending 1.5 hours, I would like to spend at least 30 minutes. So you would go, my actual time is 1.5 hours eating, then my ideal time would be 30 minutes. So if you take very long to get ready to come to school or to go out, let's say you take an hour, and your ideal time, you want to bring that time down, you can say, okay, instead of an hour, I can take about 20 to 25 minutes. That is like the maximum. You do the same with the rest of these other activities. It doesn't have to be this. Sometimes you have more things that you do in a week than the ones that you've written here. So it's important for you to add all the ones that we have not added here. So once you've done that, then you will then go and experiment again and see, okay, how were you able to achieve your goals in terms of your time management compared to what you used to spend on certain things and what you are hoping to spend, or what your goals that you set yourself in terms of how you use and manage your time. So that is kind of in a nutshell what I wanted to share with you in this second video. In our next video, we're going to be looking at some study techniques that can also help you as you are studying and as you are preparing for your assignments, for your tests and all these other tasks at school. You can be able to use these skills to help you. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.